you two? Mr. Drysdale's been a-calling and a-calling, and what in tarnation is that?
Oh, that's what you call a gyrap. Johnny bought it for me.
I wanted Granny to have something to remember this day by.
Some neck.
Yeah, but all he done was buy me a stuffed animal.
Mr. Clampett, Granny and I have a little business matter to discuss with you concerning Mr. Drysdale's bank.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Mr. Drysdale's been calling. He says he's got a surprise for you, Granny.
I got one for him, too. I'm putting my money in Mr. Cushing's bank.
With your approval, of course.
Well, Granny's free to do anything she sees fit with her share of the money. That's 1/4 of everything I got, whatever that comes to.
$15,786,412.22. Approximately.
There's no use splitting hairs.
Come on, Jed. Let's go down to Mr. Drysdale's bank and unburden him of some money.
Mr. Farquhar and staff are here, Chief.
Hello, Milburn, my boy.
Daddy Farquhar, it's so good to... Staff? What's that?
My financial advisors. I have my investment counselor and my tax expert. Come in, staff. Girls, I want you to meet my son-in-law, Milburn Drysdale. Milburn, meet Lil and Jill.
Hi. Hello there.
I can't remember which is which.
I'm Lil. I'm Jill.
I'm ill. Get them out of here.
What shall I do with them?
Who cares? Girls, Miss Hathaway here is my financial advisor. Oh, excuse me, Daddy. She's going to take you down to the coffee shop and discuss today's Bond picture.
Oh, is there a new one out? I love Goldfinger, didn't you? Thunderball's my favorite.
Come on, staff.
Hi, Daddy Farquhar.
Hi, Lil. Oh, Jill.
How can you call those girls financial advisors?
Well, they're not always right, but with them, even losing is a pleasure.
Now, listen to me, you overaged delinquent. My biggest account is being romanced away by a rival banker named John Cushing. I want you to step in and cut him out.
I see.
And believe me, I'll make it worth your while.
Oh, now, Milburn, did I mention money?
No, you didn't.
Well, I'll mention it now. You're going to have to lay it on me heavy. Okay. Now, who is to be the object of my attention? Some wealthy movie star? Liz Taylor? Sophia Loren?
She's a grandmother.
Oh, Marlene Dietrich. Eddie Lamar.
Granny Clampett.
Well, I don't remember seeing any of her. Granny Clampett.
Who called? Lowell Farquhar.
Daisy.
What brings you to town?
You, Granny, you.
Yes.
He's been talking of nothing but you since he flew in.
Yes.
Recalling those golden days you spent together just a few short months ago.
Yes.
But it's been a year. Why ain't you wrote?
Well, Milburn?
He's been trying to forget you, Granny. He even went to the desert, hoping that the blazing sun would burn from his heart the bittersweet memories of those moments of ecstasy spent with you. The one great love of his life.
Yes.
Oh, Lowell, you rascal. You sure know what to say to a girl.
Well, Granny, we got the papers all. Mr. Farquhar.
Hello, Mr. Clampett.
Where you been?
In the desert, trying to forget me, Jed.
Excuse me, Mr. Cushing. I don't believe you and Mr. Farquhar has met.
Oh, that's right. Lowell, this here man is...
You don't have to tell me who he is. I'd recognize him anywhere. It's a great pleasure, sir. I've always wanted to meet Granny's father. Wonderful girl you've got here, old-timer.
Old-timer? What is he talking about?
He ain't my pa. He's just a elderly friend.
Milburn, you and I have some business to transact. Granny is putting her money in my bank.
What? Now, wait a minute. Daisy, I didn't think you'd do this without my advice.
Well, you wasn't here, Lowell, and I...
Well, we figured it'd take some of the burden off of Mr. Drysdale.
Burden? No, handling your money is a pleasure.
Hi. May we come in?
In fact, I just added these two young ladies to my staff of financial advisors.
These girls are financial advisors?
Yes. They're not always right, but with them, even losing is a pleasure.
Doggy. Granny, you look like you stepped right out of the catalog.
Your hair's different, Granny.
Johnny likes it this way.
Who?
Mr. Cushing. He'll be here any moment. After he leaves, I'll change it for Lowell. He likes it down.
You mean you got them coming one right after the other?
Jed, I've got to make hay while the sun shines. It's been cloudy a lot of years.
Daddy, jot off a picture of your court and cider like you said.
Court and cider? Hey, this ain't your hard stuff, is it?
Of course not. Well, it might have a little edge to it.
Ed, this stuff will strip paint.
I don't want to end up with another stuffed animal.
That must be Mr. Cushing.
Want me to go, Granny?
I want you all to go that way and stay out of sight.
Sally, you take this quart and cider and put it back in a keg. Real gentle.
No, Granny was counting on this to help Mr. Cushing to fall for her quicker.
I'd have him fall quicker, but he'll be a lot longer getting up.
Oh, come in. Come in.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, you have your hair up.
Does it pleasure you, Johnny?
Indeed it does, Daisy. Especially since I found this for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, a comb for my hair.
Yes.
Oh.
It's very old.
Well, your hair ain't exactly young.
Oh, no, I meant the comb is very old.
Oh.
It once belonged to a Spanish marquesa.
Well, it's pretty for being secondhand.
Milburn, Granny isn't expecting me till 4 o'clock. And besides, there's Lil and Jill.
Forget Lil and Jill. I had enough trouble explaining them to Margaret. Did you have to tell them to take a sunbath in the backyard?
Well, they like to keep up their tans, and they're expecting me to bring them some oil.
You save your oil for Granny.
Lame family always underfoot, set when you need 'em. Just when I had Johnny over. Oh, Lola.
Hello, Daisy.
I didn't expect you until 4.
Well, I just couldn't stay away. Oh, you ravishing creature.
Speak low when you speak love.
Oh, Daisy. You're wearing your hair up. And after you promised.
Oh, well, I only put it up so you could watch me take it down.
Oh, how sweet.
There. Now, how's that?
Oh, lovely, lovely. Well, come on. I remember the way to the court parlor.
No, no.
What's the matter?
It ain't there no more. Hey, it's up there.
Well, this is cozy.
Ain't it nice? Oh, is that for me, or did you bring your lunch?
Oh, no, this is an orchid. May I pin it on?
I thought you brought it for me.
I did. Nearest the heart. There we are. Don't let me stick you. There we are.
I gotta go see in the mirror. No. You stay right here. Think about me. Hope I didn't keep you waiting, Johnny.
Waiting for you is a pleasure.
Well, good. Looks like you're in for a right pleasurable afternoon.
Paul, I ain't never seen anybody move as fast as Granny. She's got Mr. Cushing in one room, Mr. Farquhar in the other, and
They
she...
both here?
Yes, sir. And our shoes is just a-smoking from running back and forth betwixt them.
Leave it to Granny to fish 2 creeks at once.
Sure will be glad when I get to be 77. Have me some fun.
Where'd you hide the cider?
Granny, you know that stuff is too strong for them city fellas.
It's for me.
Well, you do look a mite drawed out. How you coming with a double courtship?
Jed, I can't decide whether them fellas is after me for my looks or my money.
Money come up, did it?
Right now, courting talk is running at a poor second. It's hard enough to pick a fella. I gotta pick a bank, too.
Granny, I got a notion. You go back to your beaux, and I'll have a talk with them 2 financial advisors we met this morning. Tells me they is over in the Drysdale's backyard.
You reckon they can help?
I don't see why not. They's experts at handling money.
See, now ain't this better than laying over there on the grass and getting all chigger bit?
Well, it sure beats getting the 3rd degree from Daddy's darling daughter.
Oh, there you are, girls. Jethro, would you leave us alone for a minute?
But Uncle Jed, I'm getting interviewed for a job by these 2 financial advisors. Them 2 for bosses. I'd work overtime every night.
Come back later, boy.
Hey, but Uncle Jed, I'm getting
Come back later, boy. Girls, I need your help. You see, I got $62 million.
62 million.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
But Uncle Jed, I'm...
Come back later, boy.
Back in a minute, Johnny. Be there in a jiffy, Lowell. That's another fella I'm gonna give him to Ellie Mae. I can't even decide betwixt 2 of them.
Is my father here?
Yes, he is. And I want to ask you something. If I was to marry your pa, and you was my stepdaughter, would we visit every day, cook together, sew together, and be real close friends?
Absolutely not.
Shucks. He's still in the running.
Daddy! Daddy! Where are you?
What's all the shouting about?
Oh, Daddy, Papa, are you all right?
Well, of course I'm all right.
What were you doing in that room?
Playing solitaire, mostly. And I've had a fabulous run of luck.
The same here. I won 5 out of 9.
Excuse us a minute. John, are you a man who likes a little diversion now and then?
Oh, I'm starving for some, and the sooner the better.
Then, as my financial advisors would say, let's split.
Oh, Daddy Cushing, that's your 5th straight pass.
Well, John, what do you think of my financial advisors, huh?
Lol, with them, even losing would be a pleasure.
I don't want to hear no more belly aching. We're going to wash this place from ceiling to cellar. And you, wipe that smile off your face.
That's all I need, Ellie. Thanks.
Well, can I go along and help you fling papers?
Well, no, Ellie, you see, this is my first day on the route, and I gotta make sure that every paper lands right square on the front porch.
Pa, Jethro won't let me go with him.
Well, now, Ellie, this is the boy's first big important job.
Ain't he just a paper boy?
Oh, no, Granny. He's what you call a deputy district circulation chief in charge of home distribution. Jethro, You're a working man now. Make us proud of you.
Always remember a job worth doing is worth two in the bush.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, I should have asked him would he be home for noon victuals.
I wouldn't count on it, Granny. Getting a paper up to some of these Beverly Hills houses is a 10-minute walk from the street.
Well, not for Jethro. He's got his papers fixed for long-distance flying.
What you mean?
Wrapped them around these here big rocks. Well, he can sail them all.
Where do you get these roofing slates?
A whole bunch of them fell off of Mr. Drysdale's roof.
By themselves?
Yes, sir. All Jethro done was loosen them.
That'd give a paper a heap of carry, all right. Hope the boy's careful.
Sure is good to have Jethro working. These ways we know he ain't getting into trouble.
We can hope.
Ain't that Glory Swanson?
Appears to be.
I'm gonna cut that out from my scrapbook.
Granny, you must have 400 pictures of Glory Swanson.
She's my favorite movie star. What's it say about her?
Says here they're going to demolish her home.
What are they doing that for?
According to this, they is going to turn her estate into a golf course.
Put out there turning Glory Swanson out of her house.
Not only out of her house, but clean out of town. Says here she's going back east to live.
You mean she...
I think it's a magnificent gesture.
When she could put it in my bank and collect interest? What kind of sickness is this? What's happening to our moral values?
Chief, Miss Swanson is a very wealthy woman. She doesn't need the money.
What are you, some kind of radical? If you want to do something, call the police. Let them find out who's throwing rocks at us. Good guys.
Well, I got all the papers delivered. Got this extra left over.
Well, thank you, Jethro. We got one.
Okay. Well, you can stop worrying about pruning that eucalyptus tree. I see you're reading about Glory Swanson. She's on my paper roof.
She is.
Yeah.
She lives around here, does she?
Mm-hmm. If she had hogs, we could call them.
Did you see her?
Pretty near. Took the paper up to give it to her in person, but she was too busy. They was getting ready for auction.
Like a palace.
Yeah, more than twice the size of our place.
Of course it is. This is the home of a movie star.
Yeah. I ain't nothing but a plain, scrubby old everyday millionaire.
Hey, look here.
Ain't she beautiful?
She is for a fact.
You notice how our eyes is alike?
Yeah, you both got two.
Come here and sit down and remember where you are.
Just a minute. Who are you people?
We is the Clampets.
And we is true, loyal friends of Glory Swanson.
You're kidding.
That surprises you, don't it?
Yes, it certainly does.
Looks like everybody but us has turned their backs on her.
She's got lots of friends.
You come back.
All right. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to get that dub.
Villain.
Come on, fellas.
Do we know one another?
Oh, sure. You're Glory Swanson.
And who are you?
Well, I'm... Clampett. Yeah, that's it, Jed Clampett.
I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Clampett. And this is your family?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm sorry that I can't offer you any refreshments. There's nothing left in the kitchen. They've even taken my stove and my refrigerator.
And now they want your bathtub. Miss Swanson, I just don't know what to say.
I'd like to meet your family. I don't see many fans these days.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Miss Swanson, this here is McKinn folks. My daughter Ellie.
Howdy. How do you do, Ella?
And my nephew Jethro.
Howdy.
And this here is Granny. I reckon you ain't got a greater fan in the whole world than her, less than it's me.
We's look-alikes, you know.
Yes, I can see the resemblance.
Hear that?
Won't you sit down?
Well, thank you, Miss Swanson, but we've took up enough of your time. We'll be moseying home.
Oh, Jed, I want to ask Miss Swanson when she's going to make another picture like Society Scandal.
Oh, Society Scandal. You remember that one?
Yeah, Jed and me seen it twice.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Oh, yes, clean last summer.
You two attended the Silent Film Festival in Venice?
Oh, ma'am, we seen it at the Bijou Theater back in Bucktussle.
Tussle?
Yes, ma'am.
My cousin Pearl plays by Annie there.
Still showing my silent film?
You betcha.
Miss Swanson, don't judge the whole country by these fickle Hollywood folks. Back home, you is a queen of the movies. You always have been, and you always will be.
How wonderful.
When are you going to give us some more zingers? Like Gilded Cage, Male and Female, Manhandle?
I'm afraid I'll never make movies like those again.
I don't see that.
Sure you will.
Oh, take my word for it. That golden era of filmmaking is gone forever.
No.
Granny. Miss Swanson, we'll be running along. Now, you get your feathers up out of the dust. I got a feeling things are going to change.
Miss Swanson, before we go, can I have a picture of you?
Well, you certainly could, but I'm sorry I don't have any.
Oh, well, how about this one here?
Jethro, put that down.
You can't take her painting.
I wish I could give it to you, but it has to go on the auction block with everything else. The money is badly needed.
I think we best get out of here.
Oh, look at there.
Isn't he precious? How is my beautiful pussycat? Do you know that I used to have 6 of these?
Yes. I bet she wasn't bothered much with mice.
Bye, Miss Swanson.
Hey, bye, Miss Swanson.
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye. It's been so nice visiting with you.
Oh, excuse me, Miss Swanson. I found this in one of your armoires. I'll just catalog it for sale and put it with the rest of the things.
Oh, no. It's the only warm thing I have left. I'll need it for those cold winters ahead.
Well, all right. I guess we have to leave you something.
Did you see that coat?
I reckon that explains what happened to them other 5 cats.
Oh, woman.
She's really hard up, ain't she?
She is for a fact. It's bad enough having to sell her bathtub. But when it comes to skinning her cats for clothes... Doggone it, you got to admire that Glory Swanson. Hollywood has turned its back on her. They's tearing down her house. Her furniture is going under the hammer. Before long, she won't have a tub to wash in, and she still carries herself like a queen.
What can we do to help her, Paul?
Why don't we just haul off and settle about 10 or 12 million on her?
Oh, Jethro, we don't want to rob her of her pride.
Well, we could go to the auction and buy everything. That wouldn't do no good. The sheriff gets the money.
How come she don't make no more movies?
Well, Jethro, I understand that's the show business. One day you're living high on the hog. Next day you're down to wearing a catskin coat.
Say, you own a movie studio. You have her make a picture.
Granny, I generally leave all that movie stuff to Mr. Chapman. But it would be nice if she could earn the money she needs.
You tell Mr. Chapman to get a hold of Thomas Meehan or Wally Reed or Rod LaRock and turn out another blockbuster like The Wages of Virtue.
You're looking for Mr. Chapman. He's on stage 7. First one on your right.
have you done to your hair?
I touched up the premature gray spot. I'm going to knock Gloria Swanson right off her $1 million pins. Oh, I'm the sheep of Arab. I've got to make sure she goes for my idea. Drysdale Swanson Enterprises announce Dry Swan Country Club. Okay. Swanson Drysdale Enterprises present Swandale Country Club. You think she'll buy that?
Why not ask her? She's in your office.
Huh? Oh! Miss Dry Swan. Swansdale. Swanson. I'm Ilbrin Drysdale.
Oh, Mr. Drysdale, you're a much younger man than I expected.
Really? It's a pleasure to meet you. Isn't this smog terrible?
Yes, it gets on everything.
Miss Swanson, we have a little business to discuss. Now, if you'll step over here, I have an artist's conception of how your estate will look as a golf course. Now, while you're looking at that, I'll read you some estimated profit figures.
Don't tell me he's too busy. This is important.
What's the meaning of this, Chapman?
Those kooky hillbillies. What happened to your hair?
What happened to yours?
Those kooky hillbillies of yours want to make a movie.
So make it.
Without sound?
I don't care if it's without film. Make it.
But those idiots want to star Gloria Swanson. That's the way I feel about it, too. A lot of crazy ideas in my day, but this is raving madness.
And this is Gloria Swanson.
How do you do? Gloria Swanson?
Miss Swanson, this is Larry Chapman, head of Mammoth Studios. Until now.
How do you do? Did I hear you say that somebody wanted to make a silent motion picture with me?
It's an eccentric hillbilly family named Clampett.
They've got a lot of millions.
Kind of short on marbles.
I met the Clampetts. I think they're delightful people.
Oh, boy, this is just not my day.
Miss Swanson, I think it's a marvelous idea for you to make a picture for the Clampetts.
Milburn, be practical. Where would you show a silent movie these days?
How about the Bijou Theater in Bug Tussle?
Just a little more delay. Them people in there just won't leave till they see the movie again. While that's going on, Miss Gloria Swanson is going to autograph a picture for each and every one of you.
Miss Swanson, you're the biggest thing that ever happened to Bug Tussle.
Bug Tussle is the nicest thing that ever happened to me. Some
ways presentation.
Viacom.
The comedies you love. Get it all. Superstation W.
Come and listen to.
Mailman? Jethro?
Uh-oh.
You in there?
No, sir.
Howdy. Get up from there.
Yes, sir.
What's the big idea?
I'm mailing myself to Paris.
Paris?
Uh-huh. To the Folies Bergère, where they got all them dancing girls.
You can't get to Paris like this.
I can't? Oh, yeah. You got a stamp?
Oh, now get out of there.
But, Uncle Jed, Granny says for every goose there's a gander, and for every fella there's a girl.
So?
So somewhere there's a low-down dirty sneak with two girls, his and mine.
That ain't it, Jethro. You probably just ain't been going the right places for meeting them.
I know. That's why I'm headed for Paris. If you ain't got a stamp, just send me COD.
You ought to try around here first.
I have, Uncle Jed. For days, I drove up and down Wilshire Boulevard, smiling at the girls. And all I got were chapped lips. I'm going to Paris.
Oh, you're going out back and take a nice, good, long swim.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hold on a minute, boy. Just thought of something. Miss Jane is coming out here today with the Beverly Hills nest of the Biddle Bird Watchers. Why don't you meet some of them girls?
Uncle Jed, have you ever seen any of them bird watchers? Fire. I'd just soon look at the birds.
Like nice girls?
Yeah, well, if it's all the same to you, I'd rather go for that swim.
I know what the boy's going through. These ways I think I can remember.
Jed, somebody's been in my pantry, stole a ham and canned goods.
Granny, it was Jethro.
Ah,
Boy was fixing to mail himself to Paris.
standing. I'll take him to the post office.
Take it easy, Granny. Boy's got a problem.
Yeah, no brain.
Oh, it seems he's having trouble meeting girls. Here comes somebody. Looks like Miss Jane and her bird watchers.
Greetings, bird lovers. Oh, you. I want to thank you for allowing my little band of fledglings to nest in your verdant sanctuary as they sharpen their sense so as to better pursue their ornithological avocation.
I thought you was going to watch birds.
We are out by your pool. It's the perfect spot to give my recruits their basic training.
Oh, well, make yourselves right at home. Is Ellie going to join you?
Oh, no, indeed. Ellie is no longer a recruit. She has already earned her feathers. Troops, stairs, out!
Jed, you said Jethro was having trouble meeting girls. There's a whole busload.
Granny, they ain't exactly the kind of girls that Jethro cottons to.
Why not?
Well, they...
You mean there ain't one of them girls that Jethro would like to meet?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Granny, Mr. Clampett, I should like you to meet Miss Athena Armstrong.
Howdy, Miss Armstrong.
How do you do?
Howdy, huh?
I bet you're going to like the Biddle Bird Watchers.
Oh, I'm not a recruit. I'm from the National Headquarters Nest.
She's been right up there on the front lines.
You got a boyfriend, honey?
I find my school studies and bird watching activities infinitely stimulating, allowing a little time for the superficial pastime of adolescent dating.
Does that mean that she's for it or against it?
As a matter of fact, I have already made Miss Armstrong my second in command. Take the recruits around the back.
Attention! Right, hiss! Forward, hutch!
A bit awkward now, perhaps, but enough rigorous training and they'll be crack troops.
Jane, I was wondering if Jethro could join your group. Meet a few of the...
I'm afraid not, Mr. Clampett. Policy. Several recent incidents have made it necessary to confine male-female fraternization on our bird-watching expeditions to that done by the birds themselves. Well, kiddo!
That's too bad. There's one girl in that bunch Jethro could take a real strong liking to.
Hey, Jethro, the Biddle Bird Watchers is a-coming.
Let me out of here.
All right, recruits, we'll begin your training with some close order drill. Binoculars, ready? Up, 2, 3, out.
Boy, Duke, I wish he'd look over here.
Jethro, would you please stop that? You'll scare away the birds. But now let us assume that we have heard a bird call which we suspect is that of the yellow-rumped warbler. Listening positions. Up.
You ain't paying no attention to me at all, Duke. I'll try the old sympathy approach. Baby!
Do you need help?
Yeah, I sure do. Yeah.
Good girl. Grab it. That's it. Keep his head out of the water. Wonderful. You've done it. You're saved. You're saved.
What's your prize?
That big cluck, Jethro. Must have had 50 pounds of canned goods in that box, and he forgot a can opener.
No matter. If the boy gets hungry enough, he knows them open with his teeth.
Well, he better quieten down, now that his girl problems is settled.
Settled? How?
He's decided to join the Biddle Bird Watchers.
Oh, Miss Jane told me they don't take fellers.
I told him that, but he said that he thought up a sure way to make her change her mind.
Well, he's just wasting his time. You see that? What tarnation you doing with Ellie's birds?
Oh, I just love the little feathered fellows, Uncle Jed. I'm going to be the birdman at Beverly Hills.
The only time you look twice at a bird is when lying feet up in a platter of gravy.
Not no more. All of a sudden, I just think they're terrific. I love them. I'm crazy about them.
Reckon you seen that Miss Athena?
How'd you know?
Wild guess.
So long.
Oh, Jethro just walked off with every one of my birds, and he won't tell me why.
Well, Ellie, child, I think he just took a strong liking to them all of a sudden. He thinks they're terrific. He loves them. He's crazy about them.
Well, maybe so, but I think it's because he's seen that girl Athena.
I think you're right.
And so, recruit Lolita, for your valor and heroism in life-saving, I hereby commend you in behalf of all Biddle Bird Watchers everywhere. All right, let's hit it for recruit Lolita. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Miss Jane. Miss Jane.
Hi, Jethro.
Howdy, Lolita. Howdy, Athena.
Jethro, why are you here?
I'm in love with birds. See how they sets all over me?
What birds?
These. My little feathered The dirty varmints? I mean, the little darlings must have flown away. Yep, but I hope you let me join the Biddle Bird Watchers anyhow. Granny says you don't allow fellers, but I got a powerful hankering to watch birds.
I see in your eyes that same burning passion I felt when I sighted my first red-bellied nuthatch.
You do?
Oh, yes. And I cannot bear to see such enthusiasm nipped in the bud. Perhaps you could join us on a probationary basis and we could... Hark! I believe I heard the call of the yellow-headed bush-tit. Who there? Binoculars, we're ready! Up! Hey! Keep scanning the low shrubs along the... Jethro! Jethro!
Don't worry, Miss Jane. I'll find that little yellow belly, whatchamacallit. Oh, come on, Miss Jane. Oh, gee whiz, all I want to do is study nature.
Wait, Jethro!
Ha-hee-ha-ha! I did it,
Mailman!
Oh, Jed. Please let me mail myself to Paris. I even put on airmail stamp.
So you couldn't get into bird watchers, huh?
It's my own fault. With Athena around, who can watch birds?
Yeah, I see your problem.
I just want to go to Paris and forget all about her. So please stop ripping my box open. It's miserable work, taping it up from the inside.
Tell you what, Jethro, you hold off going to Paris a while, and I'll talk to Miss Jane for you.
All right, Uncle Jed. It won't do no good, but I gotta wait around anyway. It's gonna be a while before I can lick any more of this paper tape.
Clement, how are you?
Well, I'm fine, Mr. Drysdale. Say, if you come to pick up Miss Jane, she's out back with her bird watcher.
Oh, no. She's off today. You know, 20 years ago on this date, I took over the presidency of the Commerce Bank. So I declared a bank holiday, and all the employees have the day off.
But the bank ain't even open today. It's Saturday.
Yes, what a shame it falls on a weekend.
I don't blame you for wanting to celebrate.
Yes, it's a real rags to riches story. The great American dream. Poor boy to bank president.
And today's the day you got promoted.
No, it's the day I got married. Margaret's grandfather was chairman of the board. I suppose every holiday has its sad side.
Well, speaking of being sad, maybe you can help me with Jethro. He's got a spate of girl trouble.
Well, you bet I can. You're talking to the old master.
Do tell.
Oh, yes. Why, back at college, the girls used to call me... Never mind what they used to call me. Well, what's Jethro's problem?
Well, it seems that he's all pushed out of shape over one of Miss Jane's bird watchers. And she won't even look at him cross-eyed.
Not cross-eyed, eh? Must be a new member.
Matter of fact, she is. Jethro tried to join, but they don't take fellas.
Oh, well, they will after I talk to Miss Hathaway.
Well, no, we don't want to break no rules. All I want is for this girl and Jethro to get together long enough so she can see his good quality. Mm-hmm. And they don't exactly jump up and shout at you.
Here's a thought, Mr. Clampett. I am a woodchuck.
You are.
No, I mean I was as a lad. It's a boys' organization. Now, if Jethro became a woodchuck, I could arrange a camporee and a joint chuckarama with the bird watchers.
I think we better start over from the part where Jethro turns into a woodchuck.
She loves me not. She loves me.
Jethro, your girl troubles is over.
Did you get me in the bird watcher?
No, but listen. You are a woodchuck.
Well, you don't have to call me names.
What's a club?
A girls' club?
No, boy.
Thanks.
It's just as good. Mr. Drysdale's arranging for the woodchucks to have a camporee and a chuckarama with the bird watchers.
Uncle Jed, are you making fun of me?
Mr. Drysdale is down by the cement pond right now with the junior assistant chief woodchuck himself.
Miss Hathaway, meet woodchuck Stanley Kragelman.
How do you do?
Pleased to meet you.
Why, what an impressive array of awards.
I have all 94 achievement awards offered by the woodchuck.
Being an old chuck myself, Stanley has agreed to come out and help me talk to Jethro about joining.
Excellent. We little bird watchers always feel a kinship with groups that venerate the great out-of-doors. Well, Woodchuck Kragelman, I must return to my recruits. I have them scouring the underbrush for rock wren nests. Good hiking!
Just a minute, Miss Hathaway. I want you to plan a little get-together today for your bird watchers and the local woodchuck chapter.
I'm terribly sorry, Chief, but our rigorous training schedule simply won't permit it.
Now, look, it's costing me a new clubhouse to get the woodchucks to cooperate. Now, don't you give me any trouble.
Excuse me. You're a woodchuck, aren't you?
That's right.
I've never seen so many badges.
I have all 94 achievement awards offered by the woodchuck.
Oh, my. You must be a double-toothed woodchuck.
triple.
Oh, girls, come on the double. There's a triple-toothed Chuck up here.
Uncle Jed, I'm much obliged for what you're doing, but I don't want to be a woodchuck. Sounds stupid and dumb and silly and what... Like I was saying, Uncle Jed, the woodchuck sounds stupid, dumb, and silly. And where do I sign up? Boy, no wonder Athena went for you. Well, you got more trimming on you than a Christmas tree.
These are achievement awards, Jethro.
Well, when I become a woodchuck, I'm going to have me twice that many.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to buy me enough to cover me head to toe.
You can't buy these. They have to be earned. Now, this is the Woodchuck Handbook. It tells all about them.
How many of those things you got?
I have all 94 achievement awards offered by the Woodchuck.
Woodchuck ho!
Woodchuck ho!
Woodchuck ho!
Hold on, you aren't a woodchuck yet.
Ah, but he soon will be. They're having a special initiation for you this afternoon.
Swell. I hope Athena will still be there by then.
I've already arranged for the bird watchers to attend your initiation, including that certain someone.
Hot dog! What someone?
Athena!
Oh, yeah.
I was just telling Jethro about the achievement awards. He might as well start on one even though he's not initiated.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, Jethro, you're gonna love chucking. I remember the good old days when I was a junior assistant chief woodchuck.
You?
You'd better believe it, son. Oh, I took my pack on some great outings. A hike through the Federal Reserve Bank. A camp out in the vault of the Savings and Loan.
Mr. Drysdale, my pack doesn't do anything like that. We learn first aid and community service.
First aid community service? What are they teaching American youth?
But I don't care, just so long as you get something shiny from my uniform.
First aid community service. The woodchucks are going to the dog.
Jed, where are you? Oh, Jed.
What you all excited about, Granny?
Look what I found out on the front porch.
Oh, I see you found Elmer and Porky.
Are these yours?
Yes, I brought them to show Jethro.
Well, that's fine. What are they?
Guinea pigs.
Hip, hip. Hello. Pigs. Them was the smallest pair of porkers I ever seen.
Just roots. Is they full grown?
Oh, yes. But it's taken 2 years of careful feeding to get them this big.
Hey, where's Stanley? He said he was going to give me a couple of his guinea pigs so I could get my first achievement award.
Don't get your hopes up, boy. Both his hogs together wouldn't make a good-sized pork chop.
Then I'll raise something else. It says here, don't have to be guinea pigs. To qualify for this award, you can raise hamsters. Hey, here's something I know about. It says you can build an ant farm.
There you go, boy. You can have a full set of teeth before you know it.
Very well, recruits. You have now completed phase 1 of your basic training. However, before we continue on to phase 2, I have a special treat for you. We are going to attend the woodchuck initiation ceremony of Jethro. Hooray! I hope it will not be necessary for me to remind any one of you that this is a solemn occasion.
Well, there's my ant farm. Take a look. There's the barn, and the farmhouse, and the silo. Wait a minute. Something's missing. What? The ants.
Time for your initiation, Jethro. What's that?
Well, that's my ant farm.
Jethro, an ant farm is supposed to be put between 2 sheets of glass.
Glass? That's great if you don't mind squashed ants.
I wonder if that's the way he raised them 2 pigs.
Remember that a woodchuck is dependable, diligent, observant, honest, persevering, happy, polite, courageous, enthusiastic, optimistic, learned, gallant, informed, just, literate, reliable, respectful, persuasive, artful, cooperative, industrious, perceptive,
10,000 of them.
determined, flexible, zealous, fellas. Sagacious, faithful, honorable, modest, neat, orderly, philanthropic, and sincere. And now, as I present you with your own handbook, I hereby appoint you a wood juror.
Come and listen.
Here. Granny and that ape are at it again.
I thought I told you to call the zoo to come get that thing.
Well, I did. They said they had to fetch along a bunch of police and tranquilizer guns and stuff.
He is a stout rascal. Come on.
Aha! Now I got ya. Stop that bellowing, you ungrateful goober. We took you out of the cage at the zoo, fetched you home, give you nice clothes, and now you're balked at doing a few chores. Get to the kitchen and mop that floor. Aha! Now you're going to... Let me go!
Sounds like she caught him.
Let me go!
Or he caught her.
Let go or I'll tear the hair off your head! Had enough. You didn't hurt my gorilla, did you, Granny? You fetch him back and I'll fan his tail till he lights up like a lightning bug.
Now, Granny, you and that ape best call it a draw. You kicked him down the cellar steps, he throwed you through the door. Keep this up and somebody's gonna get hurt.
Hey! Here comes 3 cars full of police.
Oh, they're fixing to shoot my gorilla. Fetch the shotgun, I'll hold them off.
Police use tranquilizer guns to calm him down.
Let's see, can we get him to take a shot at Granny?
Whose side are you on?
Follow me, everybody. I say we as well rid of that bad-tempered varmint.
Well, I got to admit he ain't as much fun as Herbie. Yeah, that first gorilla Mr. Drysdale sent over was a dandy.
Yeah, I'll say. Well, he was chopping wood and
Washing and ironing. And looking after my credit.
digging taters.
He did take the chores real good.
Please, Pa, let's get Herbie back. Yeah, let's get him back.
All right, I'll call Mr. Drysdale.
You heard me, Herbie. You're going back to the Clampetts.
No thanks, Mr. Drysdale.
What do you mean, no thanks? Why'd you bring the gorilla suit?
To show you the damage from the last visit. These hands used to be the same color as that face.
Oh, what did that?
Granny's Lysol.
Well, don't wash your hands.
That's from washing clothes.
Oh, a little shoe polish will fix it. Now, come on.
No thanks. That suit's too hot. And Jethro made me chop 2 cords of wood, dig 5 bushels of potatoes, and haul a whole acre of...
Tommy, boy, that's good for you. You're putting it on a few places.
Every place but my wallet.
Oh, I see. Money towards, eh? How about that?
You're whispering.
All right. Here's, $200.
No thanks.
I'll double it for you.
You will?
Yes. Here.
Forget it.
Yeah, you're right. Do it for kicks.
I've had my kicks. Every time I growled, Granny would lay those big army boots right here.
Miss Mr. Clampett and Ellie May are here to see you.
Oh, my gosh. Hide this suit.
Tell me, have a heart. Jed Clampett has more than $60 million in my bank. If he finds out that Herbie wasn't a real gorilla, I'll lose it.
In other words, this whole thing is money in your pocket.
Tommy, would I send you back to the Clampetts just for money?
Mr. Drysdale, for money, you'd send Custer back to the Indians.
Drysdale.
Just a minute, Mr. Clampett. Come in. Come in.
Mr. Drysdale. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had company.
It's quite all right, Mr. Clampett. Oh, I want you and your lovely daughter to meet this wonderful gentleman, Mr. Thomas F. Kelly. F for faithful. Never betrays a friend.
Howdy, Mr. Kelly. I'm pleased to shake your hand. This here's my daughter, Ellie Mae.
Howdy.
Aye.
Where's Miss Jane?
Where did she go? Oh, there she is. Okay, take your coffee break.
Well, I didn't see her slip out there.
Awfully thin girl.
Mr. Kelly, sorry to bust in on you like this. You a banker?
No, I'm a gorilla.
He means he's in the gorilla business. This is the man who owns Herbie.
Do tell.
Where is he, Mr. Kelly?
I'm afraid Herbie's retired.
Oh, gee.
That's too bad.
But we can wake him up. He's retired, sleeping right in here. Wake up, Herbie! There's somebody here to see you. Get ready and come out, you sweet old gorilla.
Just a minute, Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, now, Tommy, relax. He wants Herbie to get his beauty sleep.
As I recollect, looked like he could use some.
We haven't made a deal. We will. Greatest guy in the world. One of nature's noblemen, Thomas F. Kelly. F for fair. Wouldn't think of overcharging a friend. Oh, I forgot. I locked it.
Howdy, Herbie.
Hello, Herbie boy.
Oh, Herbie's just wasted away to skin and bone.
It does appear his hide has some slack in it.
Pining away for you folks.
You're coming with us, Herbie.
Is it all right?
Sure, take her home.
Her?
Oh, I mean Ellie with the gorilla.
Come on, Herbie.
We take you home and fatten you up on some of Granny's possum soup.
Mr. Drysdale and I have some business to conclude before Herbie can leave.
We'll conclude it. Just as sure as this man's name is Thomas F. Kelly. F for fabulous. Do anything for a friend.
Fine. That mean gorilla we fetched home from the zoo kind of tore up Herbie's working clothes.
Well, if he comes, I'll see that he gets clothes.
Good, because Granny just can't abide a bare ape.
And they won't be work clothes, and you'll buy them.
Listen, Tommy, I don't need you. I'll buy my own costume and put Miss Hathaway in it. You make a great gorilla.
Gee, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. I wouldn't wear one of these if it got me a proposal from Tarzan.
That's true, Hathaway. Are two of my dearest friends going to desert me in my hour of need?
Like you said, banker, money talks. But this time, let's hear it loud and clear.
How's that?
Keep talking.
Thomas F. Kelly. F for Fink. F for Finagler. F for Flimflammer.
How would you like F for Fist?
Okay, but that's all you get. I need the rest of this to buy you clothes. Now, let's go.
You want to see me, Granny?
Yeah, Jed. Do you reckon the gorillas like hoe cakes and sorghum?
Well, I don't hardly see how that could happen. Why, yes.
Well, Ellie says that Herbie has thinned down a lot. And I thought I'd try and fatten him up with some hoe cakes and sorghum and my special puree of possum.
Take it kind of easy on that rich food, Granny. Them gorillas seem to suffer a heap from heartburn.
Yeah. Even that ornery one that we fetched home from the zoo, he went around thumping himself.
They is a gassy bunch.
This is ridiculous. The Clappers are expecting a gorilla, not King Farouk. That did it. Step out here, I'll wipe up the ground with you, you miserable.
Chief, you paid $300 for those clothes he's wearing.
And I've got another 300 in that basket of gourmet food and vintage champagne.
Now, in all fairness, you did agree to Mr. Kelly's terms. He's to have special food and special treatment, and he's only to stay as long as he enjoys himself.
You've got me over a barrel now, Kelly, but you wait.
And that's another thing, Chief. In front of the Clabbets, remember to call him Herbie.
How did he get that stupid name?
It seems that Jethro did some research on the gorilla because he eats only vegetation is called herbivorous. So to them, he's Herbie.
Herbie?
Right. Herbie, herbivorous.
Oh, hi, Mr. Drysdale. Miss Jane? Did you bring, Is this Herbie?
That's him.
Dog as he is dressed fit to kill.
Remember that.
Hey, everybody, Herbie's here.
but what happened to the door?
Oh, Granny and that gorilla from the zoo had a little ruckus. Say, Herbie, that could be your first job, helping me to fix the door. What's it?
Oh, that's a list of things Mr. Kelly, Herbie doesn't like to do.
Where's Herbie? Herbie, don't you look grand? Why, you ain't skinny no more.
He does appear to have fleshed out some since we've seen him at the office.
Well, you see, Herbie just had a tremendous meal.
Well, if it's grass and leaves again, he ain't fat. He's just bilious. Well, you wait and see. We'll be up all night with him walking the floor while he thumps himself.
Granny's got a special treat for you. Whole cake, sorghum, and pureed possum.
Herbie's on a special diet. Mr. Kelly sent along a hamper of food.
Oh, let me give you a hand.
Who's Mr. Kelly?
Well, he's the man who owns Herbie.
Ain't my victuals good enough for his dooted-up ape?
Oh, yeah, too good. You see, Herbie's not used to such rich, delicious food.
Well, he'll need something to stick to his ribs when he's done with his chores. Don't you shake your head at me. I still got that hickory stick.
Now, Granny, don't go squabbling right off.
All right. Who's suitcase?
Oh, this is Herbie's. He brought along some sports clothes.
Sport clothes?
Yes, Bermuda shorts and other casual attire. He's quite fond of fun and games.
And by the way, Granny, can Herbie have a room of his own?
Would you like to go swimming in a cement pond, Herbie? Do you know how to swim? Well, you might learn how if you watch me. Would you like that?
You ain't gonna get no work out of that playboy ape. Did you get a good look at the duds he's wearing?
It wasn't exactly work clothes.
Why, he looks like a hairy diamond Jim Brady.
It's F. Kelly, F for freeloader. Look at this, caviar, broiled snails, pickled mushrooms, aged camembert cheese, chilled crab, vintage champagne.
There's no use getting upset. You've only yourself to blame for this.
Yes, you're right. I should have left you in the gorilla suit.
I'm not big enough.
Well, you would be after this $300 snack. Look at that Kelly.
Herbie.
Herbie, sure. Disgusting.
See that, Herbie? That's sweet. So are you. You want me to swim some more?
Don't look, Chief. It will only aggravate you.
This is too much. I wonder what the sentence would be for murdering a gorilla.
Now, Chief, there's a man in that suit.
Luncheon is served, Herbert.
May? I don't want you drinking none of that gassed-up cider. Let's go in the house.
Well, Herbie and me was fixing to have victuals.
Granny has got your lunch in the kitchen.
Well, I'd rather eat here.
Granny ain't in the mood for no more turn-downs. Now, scoot. Do like I say.
Yes, sir, Paul.
Herbie, I'll give you a little advice, man to monkey. You done push Granny about as far as she'll push. Any more, and she'll turn your hide as pink as them rompers.
Bye, Granny. I'll see you later.
Are you hungry?
Starving. The sight of all that delicious food has made me ravenous.
Yeah. There ain't nothing tastier than puree of possum. Sit down, have some.
No, wait a minute. I didn't mean... Oh, no,
very good. Busy, I cooked up pretty near 3 gallons. Figured the gorilla for a whole gallon, but he's got his own kettle.
Well, you see, that's just it. I promised Herbie I would eat with him out by the pool.
Are you saying you'd rather eat with that ape than me?
Oh, no, of course not.
Are you saying that his victuals is better than mine?
Granny, there's nothing in the world like your puree of possum. Believe me.
Sit down. You can have the 8 gallon. Oh, Ellie, I'm going out to find Jed. Here, you dish up Mr. Drysdale a great big heaping hepping of possum. And make sure he gets plenty of giblets. Maybe you'll get the left hind foot. That's good luck. Jed, come in and sit to the table with Mr. Drysdale. We'll let that stuck-up gorilla eat by himself.
Now, Granny, before you go to bad-mouthing Herbie anymore, there's something you ought to know. Now, Mr. Kelly that owns him has got to take a lot of the blame.
What you mean? He buys some fancy clothes.
Yeah, but he sure skimps on the victuals. You wouldn't believe what he's got that poor ape eating.
What?
Snails, toadstools, spiders.
No.
Yeah,
Spiders?
great big red ones. Herbie was sitting there cracking their bones trying to get at the marrow.
That's terrible.
But where he really saved money was on the cheese.
Bad, was it?
Boiled rotten. If Herbie hadn't had the wind at his back, he'd never got it up to his mouth.
I hate to see an animal mistreated.
Me too. Granny, I got a notion. Why don't we buy Herbie from Mr. Kelly?
By dingies, I like that. We'll get him into some good work clothes and make a self-respecting ape out of him. Don't deny it. You were sneaking back for seconds.
Yes, that's it.
Granny will fetch it. Come sit down. I want to talk to you.
Oh, what about?
Well, could you bring that Mr. Kelly over?
Mr. Kelly?
Yeah, I want to talk to him about buying Herbie.
I don't think he'd sell. He's really wrapped up in that gorilla.
You just get him here. I'll talk to him.
Well, that's going to take a little thought.
Here, you can eat while you're thinking.
My doggy, she'll give you seconds, thirds, and fourths.
The left hind foot is in this batch.
Thanks, I'm going to need it.
They're on 34. Leads his flank to the right. Coil split to the left. There's the snap. Pitch goes back.
Now listen, Kelly, we've got a problem. Don't shush me, fatso. While you were gorging yourself on caviar and crab, I had to choke down your gallon of possum puree. Well, at least I can get rid of the taste.
What's the big problem?
The problem is Jed Clampett wants to talk to Tom Kelly.
No problem. I take off the suit.
He wants to talk to you about buying Herbie.
Still no problem. I take it off, you put it on. Clampett makes me an offer, I turn him down.
Great. Then you put me in the car, take me away, and we'll be through with this whole miserable business forever. Oh, Tommy, baby, I love you. Now, come on. We can change in my garage next door, and you take my car.
We're doing all the work, and that lazy good-for-nothing ape is strutting around like a movie star.
Things is going to change, Jethro. I'm fixing to buy that rascal.
Herbie?
Look at his eyes, we'll break him of them bad habits. Well, here's Mr. Kelly now. Howdy.
Well, Mr. Clampett, Mr. Drysdale said you wanted to see me.
That's right. This here is Granny.
Howdy.
My nephew, Jethro.
Howdy.
Of course, you know Herbie.
Sure.
I wouldn't hug him if he fed me spiders.
Well, Mr. Kelly, I'll come right to the point. We'd like to buy Herbie.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, I couldn't sell this wonderful animal. Besides, gorillas are very expensive.
How expensive?
Oh, I'd have to charge you $10,000 for this fine animal.
I'll pay it.
10,000?
Cash are on the barrelhead. If there is more than that there, just keep the change.
So.
Well, Herbie, you got a good home.
And good diddles.
Yeah, and chores to do. Here, get to work.
Well, there's the first bad habit to break him of, chasing cars.
Viacom. Come and listen.
What's the matter, child?
It's Granny. Some fella on the phone says she can win 5 free dance lessons if she answers a simple question.
What did she say?
What's the question?
Well, he ain't asked it yet. Granny stalled him till you can come in and help her.
Come on, let's go. It ain't every day you can win 5 free dance lessons.
I say nice weather we're having.
Is she still on the phone, Granny?
Thank goodness you're here. If I answer
Yeah, I
a
know.
question-
Let him ask the question.
All right, start with the question. Got a bad connection. All right, start with the question.
Well, what'd he say? What'd he say, Granny?
He said to get ready for the question. What large neighbor of ours is located just south of the border?
Let's see now. South lays that way.
Well, it must be Miss Drysdale.
Yeah, she's large.
He is Miss Drysdale. It's Mexico.
Shucks.
I get another chance? Who's Mount McKinley named after?
Let's see now. That must be...
Oh, wait. McKinley.
That's it. I won.
There's where my education pays off, huh?
That's Marvin of the famous Marvin and Marita Dance Studios. They're coming right over to the house to give me my lesson. I'll be waiting. They was calling from the grand ballroom of their international headquarters.
Did you have to give them that international headquarters bit?
What did you want me to do? Tell them we're calling from a phone booth and only got 3 dimes left?
Why did you have to tell them we have a ballroom? We don't even have a hotel room.
Never mind. Let me do the talking.
You've been doing nothing but talking since we got married. We were going to be the biggest dance team since Astaire and Rogers. We were going to play the Palace.
We did play the Palace.
Yeah, in Saginaw, Michigan.
Look, all we need is a new act. Now, giving these lessons will tide us over until we can put one together. Now, come on, let's get out to the Clampetts here and teach them how to swing and sway and dance their way to poise and social success.
Okay, Twinkle Toes, as soon as you get off my foot.
Howdy, Jet.
You look like a field full of flowers.
I dug it out of the trunk. I only wore it once. To the Loyal Order of Muskrat's annual cotillion and horseshoeing contest.
I bet you was the prettiest girl at the dance.
Didn't do so bad at the horseshoeing contest, neither.
I don't doubt that. Ain't that a kind of a fancy dress?
Jed, this ain't square dancing. It's ballroom dancing, you know, like in the movie.
I know.
Where a tall, handsome, distinguished gentleman walks up to you and bows real low and says, "May I have this dance with you, madam?" And then off you go, floating around the floor like a butterfly. I'll get it. That's probably Marvin, my tall, handsome, distinguished gentleman.
We are here, Marvin and Marita.
I don't suppose there's any chance that you're Marita.
This is Marita.
Hello. Howdy.
Howdy.
Mr. Clampett?
Don't be disappointed, Granny. He's probably a real high stepper.
It don't matter. At my age, you have to take your ballroom dancing where you can get it.
Get a load of Scarlett O'Hara.
Yeah. Well, start playing Red Butler and sell some dance lessons.
Howdy, I'm Jed Clampett, and this here is Granny.
Howdy, let's dance.
Oh, I don't blame her for being anxious, Mr. Clampett. After all, dancing lessons are the key to meeting people, new friendships, romance.
Sounds like just a thing for my daughter and nephew.
Wonderful. Let me tell you about our M&M method.
Start the music.
It's the free lessons. First thing she ever won, you know.
I understand. And now we'll show you how easy it is to swing and sway and dance your way.
What's that they're doing, pal?
That's ballroom dancing, Ellie.
Yeah, except I won the lessons and she's getting all the dancing. Well, it sure looks like fun. Can I learn how?
Why, sure. I was hoping you and Jethro would want to.
I'll go get him. I've had enough of this. I'm cutting in. What? I didn't get all frischied up to watch you two have a high old time.
You know, I believe that I will have Jethro and Ellie to take these lessons of yours.
Well, we'd be very honored, Mr. Clampett. We'll get the contract.
Of course, I want them to take them down where they meet the most people, down to the grand ballroom of yours.
Hey, what happened to the music?
Is something wrong?
Well, you see, it's about the ballroom. We lost the lease on our international headquarters.
Yes, the telephone company has taken it over.
And so far, we haven't been able to find a ballroom big enough to accommodate all of our students.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, dance your troubles away. Start the music.
Now, wait. Now, don't you worry, Mr. Marvin. You can give your lessons right here. Just bring all your students over here.
All our students? No, we couldn't.
Well, maybe not all of them, but bring a couple hundred or so.
No, we really couldn't.
Yes, you could. Now start the music.
Well, it's about the students we have. I mean, the students.
Well, all right. Bring over the whole ballroom full. We'll squeeze them in some way.
Now start the music.
Mr.
Now, don't try to thank me.
Come on, let's dance.
You hammerlocked me. Now, what you want to do? Dance or rest?
It was a rumba.
Well, this is a headlock. You give?
No, Jethro, you've got to keep in time to the music.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting which to move, my feet or my jaws.
Well, let me take the sandwich.
Yeah, which end do you want? Pig's knuckles or liverwurst?
Hey, Jethro, how you doing?
Just past the bologna, and I'm heading into the sliced turkey.
Why don't you and Ellie here dance together, huh?
Good idea.
I'd rather dance with some of them students of yours. When are they going to show up?
Oh, they'll be here. They'll be here. And you two just keep practicing, huh?
Yes, sir.
Keep practicing.
I want to run.
Well, I'm used to chewing to the cha-cha-cha.
I want to rumble.
All right, Ellie. You rumba, I'll cha-cha-cha.
You sure got us into something this time. We've got to get out of here.
What do you mean? We've got 2 students. That's a 200% increase over last week.
What about Mr. Clampett and Granny? They're expecting a whole class to show up and dance with Marge and Gower champion.
Well, Max, I'll think of some kind of a stall. Why, this is perfect. We've got paying students and time to work on a new act.
You've got to get up there and tell them the truth, now.
The truth? Why?
Because it's the only honest, moral, human thing to do.
that is not a good reason.
And I saw Granny with a 12-gauge shotgun.
That is a good reason.
Kid, when is the dance students going to show up? The ice is melting in that punch I made.
Granny, I'm afraid we got a big problem.
Yeah, what to do with 40 gallons of watery paw-paw punch?
Well, I'm thinking maybe none of Marvin and Marita's students are going to show up at all.
I don't blame him. That Marvin is a poop out. Talked a good tango. But after an hour, he was panting like a fat dog.
That ain't it, Granny. I'm thinking maybe all of Marvin and Marita's students left them high and dry when they found out they lost a lease on that grand ballroom.
Would they do that?
Well, I noticed that a lot of folks in Beverly Hills set a great store by tinsel and show. Don't mean nothing to them what a body is or does.
Why didn't Marvin and Marita say nothing?
Pride, Granny. Must be a bitter pill when all your students desert you the minute you ain't got a fancy dance hall. I don't let on.
Mr. Clampett, Granny.
Howdy, Marvin.
Nice weather we're having.
Yes, well, I have something very difficult to say about the dance students you're expecting.
You come to tell us that them students ain't going to show up at all, right?
Right. Marvin and Marita have no international headquarters. They have no grand ballroom, and they have no students.
He come right out and admitted it.
We know it weren't easy.
I mean, you aren't angry?
Of course I'm angry. Always riles me up when folks is that downright ungrateful. But we all got to learn to forgive.
That's right, Marvin. What's done is done.
Oh, but I just feel terrible about this whole thing.
You know you do, but we want you to stop thinking about it. And you're both welcome to stay here and teach Ellie Mae and Jethro as long as you like.
Well, thank you, Mr. Clampett. Granny, I'll go tell Marita.
Poor fella, he's taking it awful hard.
Marvin, have you snapped your cap?
No, everything's okay. They know all about us, and they're not mad at us.
You have snapped your cap.
No, we can stay.
Marvin and Marita, temporary ballroom. It didn't take them long to move in.
Now, Chief, we don't know that they've done anything wrong.
What are you talking about? They don't have a bank reference, a credit rating, or a savings account. People like that should be behind bars.
Chief, there's only one way to handle these desperate criminals. Look them straight in the eye, read them the riot act, and tell them to get out of town.
I can hear them in there.
Don't be afraid. All right in there! We're coming in!
Don't shoot. We're just practicing a dance routine.
You, Marvin and Marita?
Yeah, who are you, Batman and Robin?
It so happens I am Milburn Drysdale, Mr. Clampett's banker. Miss Hathaway, see if you can find Mr. Clampett. If you have harmed so much as $1 of his head...
That's fair, Chief.
Just go find him. Now, what are you up to?
Nothing. We teach dancing.
You mean you taught dancing? Now, I'm giving you 10 minutes to get packed and out of here, or I'm letting the police know you don't have a permit or a business license.
Well, I guess there's nothing we can do.
Yes, that's right.
Wait!
Huh? What?
Would you do that again?
What?
That turn. Watch, Marita.
You mean this?
Beautiful.
Fantastic grace. Why, you must be a professional dancer.
I know, I'm a banker. Of course, I did a pretty mean Charleston in college.
Just a minute.
Oh, I've never seen such natural ability.
Would you try this?
I say we're going to rumba.
No, we ain't. We're gonna cha-cha-cha.
Rumba.
Cha-cha-cha.
Rumba.
Cha-cha-cha.
Chief, what are you doing with these people?
These people happen to be professional entertainers who recognize natural ability when they see it.
I thought they were desperate criminals.
That's your trouble, Miss Hathaway. You're too suspicious. Why, they even played the palace.
But where are the Clampetts?
Well, they said they'd be out by the pool. Now, we'd better get back to the office so I can wire the Bankers Convention Committee. You see, I'm in charge of entertainment this year, and I want to tell them that I have found the perfect act to open the show.
Oh, that's wonderful, Mr. Drysdale.
We'll do our best.
Oh, no, you've helped enough.
All I need now is a little rehearsal.
A star is born.
Movie studio. First rule of advertising is to get folks' attention.
Awesome sausages to do that.
How'd I look, Paul?
Beautiful, Ellie. Now dance your heart out and sign up lots of students.
I will.
Show them some of that rumba ha-cha-cha.
Yes, sir. I couldn't find no good records for the phonograph, Jethro. I guess we'll have to tango to old man Rupp.
I don't care. Just put one of them on and let's go.
Don't forget the possum sausages.
Jed, come quick. I got somebody wants to try for the lessons. It's Mr. Farley Baker of Brentwood. He's waiting for the question. Ask him an easy one.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Baker. Here's your question. What color is a freckled swamp toad? Hello? Hello? Must have made it too hard for me.
Marvin, there's Granny and Mr. Clampett. Let's try out our routine on them.
All right, let's just pick it up, huh? Smile, smile, and pray.
Look at that. You're still trying to give one another a little something to smile at.
Did you hear about the guy that put the bandages in the refrigerator?
Bandages in the refrigerator? What for?
Cold cuts.
Jed, that's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Hathaway. I want to show you my act.
Your act?
Yes, it's for the bankers' convention. We're going to be the main attraction. Hit it, Hathaway.
They ought to stick to banking.
They ain't no Vilma and Buddy Epps. Marvin and Marita was better than them when they was trying to cheer one another up.
You may have something there, Granny.
Now for the Bankers Convention variety show and review.
That's a mighty nice thing you're doing, Mr. Drysdale. Getting them two started in the show business.
My pleasure, Mr. Clampett. Just keep your part of the bargain.
I will.
Okay, we're on.
I thought you was going to be Mr. Drysdale's partner.
I was, but when he saw Mr. Clampett dance, he told me to turn in my cane. Bravo, Drysdale and Clampett.
Clampett and Drysdale.
Gee, this is shocking. I know what you're looking at in those viewers. Girly pictures. Ah, ba-ba-boo. Would you look at that?
That's $250,000 in pure gold. I picked these up at the banker's stag.
Mr. Drysdale, Miss Jane?
Come in. How are you?
I'm feeling frisky as a new shorn sheep.
Wonderful. When you're happy, I'm happy. Miss Hathaway, give all the employees a coffee break.
Chief, did you...
Stop joking. I could become the laughingstock of Beverly Hills.
Oh, calm down, Melbourne. The man just wants to do something useful. All that's necessary is to come up with a different job.
I knew you'd have the answer. When can he start?
Hold on. I respect Mr. Clampett a great deal. There's nothing for him to do at OK Oil. What about the bank?
The last time he worked there, he had the bank buy $3,000 worth of Girl Scout cookies.
I thought we'd never get our money out of that deal.
Felt so silly standing in the corner wearing a Girl Scout uniform.
How do you think I felt in mine?
Melbourne, you should put Mr. Clampett in a job that sounds useful but doesn't contribute anything. Something unimportant.
I have it at the board of directors.
Miss Hathaway.
Wait now. The directorship on your board might be just the thing to keep Mr. Clampett busy, but out of trouble.
My board? Why can't OK Oil take him?
This is your problem, Melbourne. As long as Mr. Clampett is happy and continues to sign my lease, it doesn't bother me that he collects garbage. After all, somebody's got to do it.
Has Jed come down yet?
Not yet, Granny, but we's ready for him.
I hope you're proud of your paw. Walking right in and getting yourself a fine job with the government.
Boy, I wish I worked on one of them big trucks. Well, they got a machine on the back that takes out old trash and... Crash, bang, and that's the end of it. I'll get it.
Hi, Jethro.
Hi, Miss Jane. You're just in time to see Uncle Jed off. Hi, Mr. Drysdale. Mr. Brewster. How are you?
Ain't it wonderful about Jed's new job?
Yes, I'll bet he'll have his hands full. I didn't mean his hands full. I mean, he'll be up to his neck in...
Here he comes.
Look at there.
I need something.
Seeing a man in uniform always did make my heart beat a little faster. You two go fetch the truck. I don't want Jed to be late. This calls for a celebration. I'm going to break open my jug and some glasses. You can help me, Miss Jane.
All right, Granny.
Oh, not for me, Granny. I'm going on duty, you know.
Mr. Clampett, I've been thinking about the job on that truck.
Yes?
I don't quite know how to say this, but sometimes people take jobs only to find out they should have taken jobs other than the jobs they have. And, well...
I think I know what you're going to say.
You do?
And stop worrying. I know I can get you a place.
Good morning, Mr. Bachelor. Nice having you with us.
That's what you think.
Morning, neighbor.
Well, you're addressing me.
Yes, sir. My name is Clampett. I'm here to start work, but I didn't know exactly what I'd be doing, so I brung on my tools.
I don't know where you belong, man. Try down the hall.
Well, thank you. I will.
It's Bratzner. He flew in on the company plane an hour ago.
Well, good luck, John. I'll be leaving now.
Oh, no. You got me into this. Now you're going to stick around for the fireworks. Morning, gentlemen. As you know, I called this special meeting to elect a new director to the board. I only hope the meeting will be better than the coffee we just had. Mr. Drysdale of the Commerce Bank will be sitting in with us today.
Who is this new director? Where is he?
Well, actually...
Well, I hope the noise ain't bothering you. I seen this loose carpet in here, and I didn't want nobody to trip. Well, howdy, Mr. Brewster. Mr. Drysdale. I've been wandering around here like a cow in a cornfield looking for something to do.
Gentlemen, our new candidate for the board of directors. And so, gentlemen, by virtue of the large part Mr. Clampett has played in the success of OK Oil, I propose that he be elected to the board of directors.
Here, here.
Oh, howdy, Paul. We come to watch.
Uncle Jed, you directing yet?
Here I am, young'un. Say, I'd like you to meet these nice folks. Where's Granny?
Here I am. Somebody ought to fix that loose carpet.
I hate to say I told you so.
How do you do, Granny?
Howdy. What's everybody slicked up for? Is it a wedding or a funeral?
This is the board of directors, Granny. I was just elected unanimous.
Good. I got a whole basket of celebrating victuals for you. Hey, Grouchy, how would you like a pickled hawk egg? Them directors must have been right upset about something. They hardly touched my victuals.
I know what's bothering them, Granny. The OK Oil Company can't find no new wells.
Well, don't tell them about the one in our backyard.
Yeah, I plumb forgot about that.
Remember when I was digging that root cellar? When I swung that old pick and pow, there was oil everywhere.
I hope you ain't gonna unplug the hole, Pa.
Ellie, a friend's in trouble, and I'm on the board of directors now. Could be we might have to.
I got the keys for the tank.
I got the clippers.
Well, Mr. Brewster or not, I was hoping that oil would give up and went away.
Well, just how you feel, Granny, but we got to look.
Here comes the blood.
It's gone. The oil is gone. It's a dry well. It's a dry well. It's gone.
Well, there it is, another dead blasted fortune.
What do you mean you can't find that leak? That pipeline's been losing 30 barrels an hour for the past 2 hours.
Yes, I know, but here the line goes under the city of Beverly Hills. And it would be almost impossible to dig under the...
Surprise!
Surprise! Surprise!
Surprise! Surprise!
It's them again.
Let me out of here.
He's gonna steal!
Mr. Brewster, we brought you a present. Your oil trouble is over.
Well, this is crude.
I know, but we had to put it in anything we could find.
I didn't know where this come from.
Well, exactly where did it come from?
Well, I'd rather not tell, but it's real handy. You might say right in my own backyard.
Mr. Clampett, how many barrels an hour is this well of yours producing?
Well, I don't know, but in a couple of minutes it'll fill up a churn, a cheese crock, a milk pail, and 3 fruit jars.
Well, you live here on Crestview Drive, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Clampett, this is my oil.
That's right. It's all yours, and we don't want no thanks for it, and if you can arrange it, no money.
Well, that's very kind of you, Mr. Clampett.
Hey, you better find where to empty these, Uncle Jed.
Yeah, we want to fill them up again.
Well, ordinarily it would go down to the refinery here in Long Beach.
All right, family, grab your oil and try not to spill none.
We can come out now, gentlemen. I found the leak.
Flash in the pan.
What are you gonna say to him?
I don't know, but I hate to tell him that this well has turned out to be a duster and we ain't found another.
Maybe you can think of something else to make money for his company.
I already started studying on it.
Hey, Uncle Jed, let's get back on that plane.
Yes, oh, hush up. Can't you see your Uncle Jed is studying on something?
But I found this book about flyers and flying, all about fellas like Rickenbacker and Lindbergh and things.
Yes, oh, hush up.
But I want to get back up there and learn how, so I can get me some paying passengers and earn me some spending money.
Yes, oh. Will you be quiet? Can't you see you're making so much noise your Uncle Jed can't think?
Hush up a minute.
I told him to.
Not him, you. Always got the answer.
I do?
That whole company plane is going to waste. We could take on passengers and make the OK Oil Company a barn full of money.
Howdy. I'll have this nailed down before you know it.
Welcome aboard to OK Airlines. Just sit down anywhere.
Thank you. Excuse me. We're supposed to sit on benches?
Yes, sir. We can carry more folks that way.
Yeah, that means I can take it to Albuquerque.
You're flying to Albuquerque?
That's right. Where are you going?
Bombay, India.
Bombay. I wonder why they put us on the same plane.
It's a strange route. Maybe it's one of those special tourist deals.
Well, all I know is my ticket costs only $10.
So did mine.
What's going on here?
What have you done to this plane?
Now, listen, Grouchy. We're letting you ride free. On account of you're a director, but you gotta sit down and be quiet.
What's this?
It's Jed's idea. In case we hit a bump. There. That ought to hold you. That's a granny knot.
think this entire OK Oil Company is a commie plot.
He's going to take off.
Is these all the tickets you sold, Ellie?
Fried so.
Well, it'll take us a little while before we get known. But in the meantime, we got to be on schedule.
Say, are you the pilot of this thing?
No, I'm the co-pilot. One of the VIPs who thought of this offered to sit in for me.
Yeah. What kind of a flyer is he?
Strange. Real strange.
You know, John, the Kravitz might have something. That plane holds, what, 10 or so comfortably at $300 a shot? Oh, we could make a fortune by it. John? What's the matter, John? That's the OK Oil Company.
Airplane!
What are you doing? I just stepped on the clutch and shifted into second. That's the throttle, and that's the rudder. I thought you said you had your wings. I did.
Nice presentation.
Viacom. Super